This is lab group 4's presentation for lab 3, the frequency analysis for flexible beam. In this lab, the group sought to quantify the response of a flexible beam, which can be seen in the middle picture on the right. This was done using two different techniques. First, the group provided specific inputs and analyzed the behavior of the beam. And then in the second part of the lab, the group did a random vibration analysis. So a variety of inputs were fed into the system at once and were then broken apart to create a transfer function. So both of these sets of data were combined and they were used to fit a transfer function similar to the one seen in the bottom right of the page. This transfer function or any transfer function is useful because they can help quantify an output for any possible input, not just specific values.
In this experiment, we first calibrated the software to create a relationship between voltage and deflection correlating to the beam. We then conducted a sinusoidal forcing test where we set the frequency to 6 individual different frequencies. The random vibration test was done using a random seed generator for 5 tests where a random sequence of frequencies was applied to the beam. We measured the motor angle and beam deflection for all tests in each case. We then modeled the data using transfer functions and analyzed the results.
Using the given frequency and amplitude values, we are able to plot the data and analyze it, giving us the amplitude ratio and phase angles of each test. In the table on the screen, you can see the result of the 6 tests that we ran. Our group was able to utilize the fast Fourier transform to analyze the data of the random frequency tests. Using the frequency response Bode plot that was achieved from our data, we were able to determine the natural frequency, gain, and the damping ratio of our experiment. As shown, running an experiment with random vibrations achieved the full system modeling over a single test, whereas sinusoidal forcing requires multiple tests to achieve the same results.